Okay, just got back. So got my gym jams on, getting cosy, got a nice hot drink. So today's read, the card is the Strength card. Okay, it's all 26. And the song is Rainbows, which we usually have on the Sagittarius card, and we've had no but Leo and Sagittarius for at least a couple of weeks, I would have said. So let's see. 8th of December 2025. What is it, 8 ladies dancing or 8 lords leaping? I don't know. Let's have a look next. So I'll be doing that as soon as I finish this. There it is. So we've got courage, we've got strength. Eventually, we've got to go through some stuff first. But have courage and you'll get through this. Power struggle, whatever it is. The heart, the back. So remember, you're strong enough to get through this, whatever it is. There is an ending. So somebody's decided enough is enough. Not living like this anymore. So let's see, shall we? Oh, got a lot of fire sign energy again. We had that yesterday, I believe. So, pretty sure it's that one. Oh, yes. So, rainbows. Don't know it. So it's not an obvious one. But I've got the melody, so I'll find it. Somebody feeling stuck because they're dragging the baggage of the past with them. 6 weeks. We've got an Aries or a man with no passion, no stamina, feeling impotent. The snake in the grass, the one that doesn't put his money where his mouth is, or mouth and no trousers. So usually he is the action man, but that is an issue. And head and face injuries maybe. And we've got a cold woman, lonely or divorced or widowed, but she is protecting her heart. She might be sharp with her tongue, but she knows what she's talking about. She's professional and she gives good advice. Passing, a death, an ending. So we haven't got over it yet. It's enough is enough. What's done is done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm not taking it anymore. So something's dead and buried. Well, not buried yet, but it's dead. And it could be a friendship or a marriage. We've got names now. We've got Simon, we've got Peter, we've got Mark, we've got Diane. 3 problems to sort out. You may have 3 kids. It's a lack of faith in yourself and others. It's not speaking your truth. It's binding yourself to the material. It's institutional religions. All negative. And the Pope. So I can't remember what the Pope is this time. Is it Peter? Not sure. And things going on behind your back. Somebody taking credit for what you've done or nicking your credit, stealing from you. It's lies, deceit and theft. Used to be my Thursday night card. But there is a large sum of money here and a happy retirement with loyal friends if you have courage. So courage and strength. So the only major arcana we've got to give us a clue is the Taurus, again 5 and 23. So let's have a look at the current chart. I know it's a bit late, but I've got it. So let's have a look. We have got Taurus in Uranus, so rebellion. And it's in the 12th house, sacrifices. So there we go. So, bit part players, Aries, Aquarius. They're not major arcana, but they are there, they are mentioned. So where have we got them? Aries and Aquarius. We've got Aries in the 11th house and Aquarius in the 9th. So Aquarius is in, Pluto's in Aquarius, sorry. I remember Elaine. Pallas is in Aquarius. Aries, Ceres is in Aries. Chiron is in Aries. So we need to heal something. Seven to 10 weeks. Somebody is already out escaping this situation in their head. They just might have to make the physical push because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So somebody's been going around in circles, they're not going to do it anymore. There's the 1 and 28, Martin and Doris. It is time for positivity. You have all the tools at your disposal. Miracles can happen. You will make the magic. So it's up to you whether it's positive or negative. It says the mask's coming off. Siblings, children, hands, arms, shoulders. Yet again. You are loved unconditionally. Cancer, home and family life. But love yourself unconditionally without the ego as well as others. Your cup will overflow with love. And we've got 2 men in your life now. You have hit the height of security, emotionally and financially. Whether that stays that way or that's what's going to end, I don't know. But we have Capricorn and Cancer. Happy as Larry. Capricorn likes to be ambitious and reach the goals. They've done that. Cancer likes to be emotionally happy and settled, and they've mastered that. So, a good and beneficial friend, businessman, perhaps someone in uniform, maybe. But Judgment Day is here for those who put monetary things first. The number 20 is negative. So Gary, Sandra, those who sell the soul to the devil really can't rise spiritually. Joshua, there's the Sagittarius, that's what's usually got the rainbow on it. We still have lessons to learn, I'm afraid. 14, we are going to be put through the ringer so that we learn our life lessons well. It's failures in university study, it's failures to have balance, there may be problems with hips and thighs, ignorance. You need to find your tribe, those who reciprocate. What you give out, you should get back. And if you don't, then those people don't belong in your situation, be it love, money, whatever it is. 14 is negative, I'm afraid. Tony, Philip, 6 years. And somebody is still stuck. They can't walk away or they refuse to walk away. The daisy, the lily, the forget-me-not. They don't want to forget. And so there'll be no healing, no apologies, hell will freeze over first, and nothing will improve. Not your security or your finances, any part, emotional security, financial security, whatever it is, until you either apologise to yourself, forgive others, don't mean you forget, you just forgive and move on, or you will stay stuck. Chiron, it's also terrorism, those with the limp, the amputation, scar on the leg, it's those in uniform, those with a darker complexion, but it is the unhealed. So you can't heal others until you heal yourself with positive manifestation. Perhaps that lady is a therapist that you need to see, or a counsellor. You've got to unstick yourself. You've got to have the courage to help yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Yeah, you see, now we've got a couple, then they're not seeing eye to eye. He's not clear in his mind. He's totally confused, but she's perfectly clear what she wants. He gives bad advice. Michael, and a violent man. Very violent man. He will go to war with words, if not fists and swords. And number 10, a change for the better. Hopefully, number 10 down is street. If not, number 10 is a change for the better. The Wheel of Fortune has turned in your favour. Emotional security, absolutely beautiful. Feeling very clear about where that is. Yeah, there could be a third party there. Something coming between you and what you want. There will be a celebration you can't attend or one you're not invited to. May the 1st could be important. The maiden, the mother, and the crone, the 3 life cycles of women. But there it is again, so this is very important. The 23rd, so it may be the day before Christmas Eve, there is a marriage, a friendship, something over. There's no belief in this situation anymore or yourself. This is binding yourself to material gains with no spiritual worth, lack of self-confidence, unable or unwilling to use your voice. Like I said, the Pope, schools, teachers, friendships, marriages, institutions, religions. 5 or 23, negative energy. And not being open, closing yourself off to receiving. I had to talk to Elaine about that. It's really hard to humble yourself and accept help when you've been so independent. But you must move on from that. Be open. And someone's putting things off until tomorrow that needs to be done today. 22, the Fool. So Katie and Zoe, perhaps, and Richard. So the Lord Mayor of London as well. Negative energy. Somebody is the Fool. And it's probably that Aries because now he's in the big form. Princes, kings, prime ministers, father figures, bosses, government officials, whatever it is. It's his way or the highway. And he will have no success and not protected because of it. He is domineering. So, Aries again. We've got Neptune. We've got Leo, which is today's card, and the number 8, which is today's number. Well done, Spirit. I have to show you because you never believe me if I don't show you. So, well done, Spirit. Very good. We're cracking on. So, the 8th house is death and rebirth, which is Scorpio, as we know. So we're going through a transformational period, and it may take some time. The snake is this year. The reproductive organs. So with the chap there is maybe impotent physically or emotionally. Funeral parlours, so we've got the death. Ancestral property, so inheritance maybe. The colour black. Interaction, shared resources, birth, death, rebirth, regeneration. Sexual unions, integration, self-sacrifice, your expanded awareness, inheritance and other people's money. Metaphysics, so spirit. In the complex 8th house, the secrets of the universe will be revealed. This is the point at which we move beyond our self-awareness to universal awareness. It is Plutonian. Death is met, one great certainty of life and the most feared. An expanded state of consciousness is encountered. At a mundane level, the 8th house is of shared resources and monetary gain of things inherited. The sign on the cusp describes how easily those resources are shared or how greedy someone is. Inheritance may be on a physical or psychic plane, including ancestral patterns, potential, and the elusive Pisces or Neptune in the 8th house may indicate an inheritance that slips through one's fingers or continuation of a family pattern of addiction. Capricorn or Saturn could suffer loss inherent in substantial legacy or flair for business. Intimately connected with sexual union, one of the most fundamental processes of the 8th house, this is a place of openness. There it is. Openness to give and receive. So we must learn to receive. It is where the individual loses the sense of separate identity and learns to merge with someone. For some people, this is a transcendental experience. For others, very, very painful. The 8th house also describes sexuality and your choice of sexual expression, the sign pointing to how intimacy is experienced and to expectations around sexuality. Uranus in this position, for example, indicates deep ambivalence and ambiguity around gender and sexual preferences. So angry people about their genders and all that work stuff. So Neptune in Leo. Dark. This placement aspires to grandiose creativity, but ideas may be nebulous or impractical. They are drama queens. Self-expression is common, but the image of self may be an illusion. Yeah, somebody pretending to be something they're not. The mask is off. So that's that done. Let's have a look. So we didn't learn, and now we're going to have to learn again. Egos. Morrigan, she's not going away, she 24. The crows, the death, so Scorpio energy, yep. And the blackbirds, do you remember? The calling birds. 4 calling birds. So 24. So we've got 22, 23 and 24. There's never a coincidence, so that run up to Christmas might not be the best of times, unfortunately, as usual. So the goddess of death, as is Scorpio, 8th house. As frightening as it sounds, the Morrigan may be one of the oldest Celtic goddesses and should really be seen as a keeper of death. She helps with the transformation, even if you don't want to move on from it. She is also seen as a healer, which is what we need, Chiron. And triple goddess, due to her many aspects of the maiden, the mother of the crown. There we go, she's in reverse there, maiden, the mother of the crown. So something is coming between you and this transformation. I met her on a journey once. She was a gentle, caring being. Her message to me was this, as she drew what looked like a medicine wheel. There's the medicine wheel she's given us it. The change coming, the lucky change. Where is it? Number 10. Where's it gone? The Wheel of Fortune. She gave us it. I know it's there somewhere. Totally disappeared. That's ridiculous. Number 10. There it is. The medicine wheel. He doesn't look very well, does he? She must be healing him. With the moon cycles around it, there is war within peace and peace within war. The two are interdependent, like all cycles, just like the yin and yang. War is not to be feared, but we fear something. It is a natural part of life, so maybe you're going to have to go to war over something. The Morrigan comes into our lives when we really need strength to make something happen, and miracles can happen. We've got to find that strength from somewhere. You know when enough is enough. And what did I say? We've decided enough is enough. I'm not doing it anymore. Where's that 10 of swords? There it is. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. The power you get from that kind of situation is exactly what you need to propel you forward in your power to get what you need. So when you're at your lowest, that's when you're most dangerous, because you get up and say, I have nothing more to lose. This is a time to stand your ground, dig in your heels, and be firm about what you want, what you desire. Go after what you want and do not let anything stand in your way. Morrigan shows us how to look at our shadow self, the aspect that we keep in the dark or are afraid to look at. She shows us that in the shadows lies our strength, not our weakness. So maybe we're going to have to lose our temper when we've trained ourselves not to. Morrigan also shows us that what we perceive to be a negative situation may be exactly what we need to create peace and desired outcome. So this is a learning lesson that maybe what we fear the most is what we need. Just like some forests and fires need fires to regenerate, so too is death and destruction needed in our lives at some shape or form. Death doesn't need to be a physical death. It can be an ending of some sort, something that makes it final. If you face a situation that you don't understand, just say thank you for it. Why? Because it is in your life for a reason, a lesson, an ending. It is not until after the battle that we will come to understand the gift that this will bring. So it's going to be a blessing in disguise. It won't be pleasant. Let's have a look. Mirror. What you give out is what you get back, but you have to be open to receive. So, the mirror cracked, I always think of that. Intentionally or unintentionally, what you give out will be reflected back to you. So, good things will be amplified tenfold coming back to you. The mirror. It's also about triggering. So, you mirror back to others your feelings. Their feelings aren't yours. Your feelings aren't theirs. People don't feel the same way. We all are different. All structured different by what we've learned in life. The filter of our experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. So nobody's walked in your shoes. They don't know what you've been through. So they're never going to react the same way you do. Through our own projections, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, there it is, we get triggered. And often it's unconscious thing. There's nothing we can do about it. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe is true about life, the universe and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that we have to accept, the good and the bad, witnessed or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what you've experienced and love yourself unconditionally, warts and all. These are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt this way before? Could there be an opportunity to heal something in you? So if you felt like this before and you did something to rectify it and it went wrong, you know that that's not the way to go now. If you didn't do something and you regret it, now is the time to do what you didn't do. Or are you shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and we put on a pedestal, but we should realise that we are attracted to them because we are them. That we see something in them that's in us. We will need to cut them down to size to rise to their level, if not. The bad, those we despise and are envious of, and put down. So if we're sneering at somebody, that's because there's something wrong with us. If we do not realise that it triggered something in us that's not pleasant, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded for the rest of our lives. Who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering? And what part of you longs to be seen, longs to be witnessed. So somebody's kicking up a fuss, it's because they're longing for somebody to see them, to understand them. It doesn't have to be reasonable. Very rarely is. And that's why someone may be getting nasty and vicious. Because you've triggered something. You've pushed a button you shouldn't have pushed. Not if you're not going to move on. Oh, steady. So we'll see what this rainbow song's about then. Not the band Rainbow, is it called Rainbow? Oh, it's got the word rainbow in it. Not again. The number 7, Chipmunk. So it is in reverse. The chipmunk and the laurel. So the chipmunk and the laurel symbolises a new venture that will surely lead to success, but you're frightened of this new thing. Where's me fool? And you feel a fool for even thinking about it. There it is. The chipmunk often takes the road less travelled. Yes, that's what you need to do. Take the road less travelled. Finding hidden pathways and adventure along the way. The laurel is a symbol of victory, used to crown the winners in ancient Olympic Games. Together, they tell us to take charge of our destiny and carve our own path to find success. Nobody's going to do it for you. This can be a sign that you're stagnating. You feel frustrated and stalled or set back. Think about the clever and enterprising chipmunk. What lesser-known pathway could lead you to your goal? Or how might you redefine success? What success in my life could I celebrate? How can I carve out my own path and live my truth? And you're not celebrating and you're not living in your truth. So it's time to take a different path. Try something new or a different way of doing it. Thanks for listening. Perfect. Speak soon. Bye-bye.